3 seconds, and we're live.
Jello, Jello, Jello. What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, same cheat different day.
Sometime in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna change that music. I am.
Please.
I promise.
Because if you play it long enough, I go. Yes, it could put me to sleep. I think it's worse than elevator music. I really do. Hello, Jennifer. Dad. Hello, Kite.
Hey, Jennifer.
Drinks.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick a different song. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crappy songs.
Hi, Dee Dee.
They are. Where's Dee Dee at? Hey, how you holding up with the hurricane over there?
Oh, she's in Florida?
Oh, she's like in the middle of that crap.
I thought she was in Texas. Well, I'll tell you, if she's a bus driver, she's smart. She packed up and she hauled ass out of town. She got up out of Dodge. Hello, Francis.
Legend.
Amy.
Sam and Leo, Amy, Francis, Leslie, Jennifer.
Lights are flickering, but tomorrow we will get the worst of it. What? I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly where at. Are you north of the eye, south of the eye, or right in the eye? Hello, Shonda.
Hey, everyone. We didn't have anything planned tonight necessarily.
Nothing planned. He doesn't plan much. Although he's really excited about Friday night, let me tell you. I went to log in tonight and I'm like, late night with Bam, Friday. That one's already there. Hey, Cheryl, Kelly, Paige.
I hope you mark your calendar for Friday night, Saturday morning. Remember,
but it will be headed towards the checks.
Friday night at midnight, not Saturday night at midnight. Friday night at midnight.
Friday.
Hello. Is this thing working?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. I can't hear myself.
It's okay. We hear you just fine. That's right. I remember. Yeah, my brother-in-law lives in Jacksonville.
Like AirPods, all right. Well, for some reason I can't hear myself. But if you saying you can hear me, then we're good.
Yeah, but sometimes you really don't need to hear yourself.
You're right.
I mean, you know what you're saying. So, I mean, you don't need to hear yourself because you know what you're saying. Because
sometimes I think I'm glad I don't hear myself. I never go back and watch my own shows, ever. Do you ever go back and watch any of them?
No. Paige, I do not live in South Texas. I live in a state called Illinois. It is one of the worst states in the country. Just saying that.
Yeah, that hurricane is so big. Did you see any of the video footage from earlier today?
I did. And, I'm kind of disappointed because I used to live in Tampa. And I remember last time a hurricane was going to hit Tampa, everybody got really excited and packed up and left town. And, we had they wouldn't let us go. We had to work and everything. I'm like, but we're going to get hit by a hurricane. No, it's not going to hit us. Yeah, it didn't hit us. I still had to stay and work. Sucked ass. But I didn't know you were in Illinois too. Hey, Brandy. Jess. I'm about an hour and 10 minutes away from Chicago. Jess, it's not my kind of town, but I do love in Chicago. It's a good city. It's a great city, especially if you love food. Yeah, but everybody's buying supplies like there was no tomorrow. I mean, you could not go to a grocery store and find anything. I mean, French toast, gone. Couldn't find French toast. Couldn't find water. You could find nothing.
French toast?
Yeah, milk, bread, eggs.
Oh.
French toast. I mean, that's what everybody buys. Okay. I mean, why buy French toast? I mean, there's other things to buy. Rum, vodka, orange juice, beer. I mean, if you're going to buy something, buy something. And now they go straight for French toast.
What text are we talking about? What did I miss? Yes, I know we got some Florida people here. And
But yeah, I mean, yeah, and you know, I'm kind of glad I left Florida because it ain't nothing but a huge sandbar. I mean, all it really needs is one good hurricane to wash the whole sandbar away.
Here, let's try a different tune here.
But you know, Florida, they were kind of like South Dakota, no state sales tax. They didn't take state tax out your check.
Yep. Here, let's go with the Chevy truck commercial music. Okay, Bam, I gotta tell you, you gotta lower your freaking camera.
Why?
Because you're just gonna be like a head pretty soon.
I'm okay with that.
See, if I do this, we're even.
But I'm okay with that. Oh, but see, now you see how fat I am.
Oh, who cares?
And you know, if camera adds 20 pounds.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does.
Just when you're not talking, just suck in your cheeks.
I can't even suck in my cheeks anymore. I'm so fat. Deborah says she makes great French toast. I haven't had good French toast in a long time.
Yeah, I make the best French toast ever.
Everybody thinks they make the best French toast.
And I don't like it dry. I like it, you know.
Soggy?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Cooked, but soggy. I don't like it
gross.
over dried. Too dry, and then it's no good.
Okay, so no, I seriously make the best French toast in the world. It's French toast casserole.
And then sugar, regular granulated sugar. All over.
No,
Completely.
seriously. I make the best French toast in the world. And believe it or not, I got the recipe from Julie Chrisley. Not in person, but off of her website.
Who's Julie Chrisley?
Todd Chrisley's wife.
Who's Todd Chrisley?
You know who Todd Chrisley is? He's suing one of the Peacocks or the Crystal Ball lady or somebody. From growing up, Chrisley.
TV show? Movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that dude that's like
too gay to function, but he says he's straight, but everybody thinks he's gay, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, his wife.
The blonde dude.
Yeah.
Atlanta, I think. Atlanta or South Carolina.
They live in Nashville now, but yeah.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, her
Who's gay? He's gay, I think.
Well, I thought he was too, but you know, maybe he's in denial, maybe he's not in denial, maybe he's just too feminine. I can never say that word.
Feminine.
Yeah, I can't say that word. Maybe he's just very feminine. But no, her recipe for French toast casserole, phenomenal.
Yeah, you know, I was never a fan of that show. I can't take it. I was just
watching it. I like Todd Chrisley. Some of the shit he says is just unbelievable.
Another one I've never seen in a single episode of is the Kardashians.
Oh, I will not watch those whores.
Haven't seen a single episode.
Never have, never will. But yeah, some of the stuff that comes out of Todd's mouth, just funnier and shit. Like when Chloe was a little baby, and what's her name? Savannah was walking out on a date or something. He says, "Look at Aunt Sissy's dress. You would never walk out this door with the Snapdragon snaps like that."
Yeah, I just heard about this right when I was coming online. Friggin' Coolio passed away.
Yep. Oh, Coolio.
I wonder what happened. I'm trying to find out. Let's see what happened. Rapper Coolio dead at 59.
I'm going with a drug OD.
Heart attack.
From drug OD.
Rapper Coolio, known for his Fantastic Voyage and Gangster's Paradise, has died at the age of 59.
I like that song, Gangster's Paradise. It's a good song.
Yeah. Whose real name was artist Leon Ivey Jr. Had a music career that spanned more than 3 decades. I saw him in Los Angeles at one of the trade shows I was working at. with Shaq. It was so cool.
We go from Leon to Coolio.
As far as what I know now is that he was at a friend's house and he was in his bathroom and had a heart attack.
Well, let's hope it wasn't one of those embarrassing moments where he's sitting on the throne.
Oh, like an Elvis Presley thing?
Yeah.
Well, at least that's the rumor with Elvis. You know what I mean? The Elvis rumor, for those who don't know, was that he was taking a dump. And perhaps he was straining, a little constipated, and then he had a heart attack.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Oh, it hasn't happened to me. It won't happen to me either.
Well, with fucking meds I'm on, yeah, I'd be happy to have a solid.
You have to let gravity do its work. Don't rush it. I mean, get in and out, do your business, and when you're done, you're done. But don't sit there for 4 hours.
You have a gland in that region to moisturize everything to help it slide out.
Everyone, Shane, welcome Shane to the program. He's going to join us for a little bit tonight.
Hello,
Shane.
Everybody, that's Shane. That's everybody.
Yeah. How's it going, Bam? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
So yeah, we're talking about a little bit of the hurricane, what's going on in Florida. You told me something earlier about how much garbage that's estimated to produce, or not garbage, but like debris or whatever.
According to the Fox News and various other outlets, there's 3 trillion metric tons.
3 million metric tons?
No,
Holy
trillion. Not million, not billion, trillion.
Oh, Sean, I'm not like anti.
Holy crap.
But, it's a very private moment.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that you're not very
well, when you're sitting there
like
talking about straining, I happen to know that there's a gland in that region that moisturizes everything. And it's designed to help things come out easier.
If you haven't had dinner yet, you might not want to listen to any of this, right? I didn't think he'd want to discuss.
Although I can do Mr. Hanky pretty good.
Hey, remember we had somebody on the show a couple of years ago or last year, and it was bathroom talk, but not this kind of bathroom talk. It was just talk about doing a show in the bathroom, and you wanted no part of that, remember? That's
because you're sitting there going, dude, you can actually sit on the toilet, take care of business, and do a show. Okay, no, you don't do that. When you are on the commode, it's a very private moment.
Yeah, but now you're talking about actual poop getting coated and coming out. Okay, we weren't even talking about poop.
We were just coated.
Manny, can I address one of the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's third one from the bottom. Trillion, can't wrap my brain around that. Okay, so they said imagine filling 3 of the Gator stadiums.
That's a lot of freaking debris and garbage.
Yeah. So if you can visualize the Gator Stadium, it's one of the biggest stadiums in Florida. It's about 3/4 of the size of the Viking Stadium in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
it is.
It's still a lot of freaking debris. They're estimating $1.7 billion worth of damage so far that's been seen on camera.
Yeah.
And they're just starting the assessment and down where the landfall hit earlier. So
I mean, even though we've seen it before, like hurricane coverage and the damage, right? The cars floating in the street. Something about a whole line of boats floating down the street, right in the middle of the street, still freaks me out.
Well, as So I've been in hurricane zones after the hurricanes have hit, and it's eerie. If you've ever been in there, it's quiet.
Yeah, I was watching power lines exploding and catching on fire and all this stuff. And
Yeah,
uh,
Naples. So I just got a call from my boss, and it sounds like we will be mobilizing to Fort Myer. So I will be on the ground there in the next 3 weeks.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna be doing over there?
Storm cleanup.
Oh, is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah, we're taking all the equipment from the job site that we have going on down in North Carolina. We're shipping it out. It goes out tomorrow. And as soon as they allow us in, we're going to start doing our job.
That's exciting.
So,
Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna need a lot of manpower for all that garbage that's gonna be coming out of there.
you well, let's look at Michael. When we were down in the Panhandle for Michael, Michael took 6 months to clean up just the shoreline.
Oh man.
So, it's
Okay.
going to be a lot of work.
So, do you remember Coolio? If you guys don't know the song he did Michelle Pfeiffer did a movie called. God, I just had the name of the movie. Remember that she's a high school teacher.
And she
What's the name of that?
befriended that little Hispanic kid that went out and stole a leather jacket for dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know the movie.
Dangerous Mind. It's called Dangerous
That's
Mind.
it.
Coolio also is making appearances on a TikTok video or TikTok videos recently, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, there's this TikTok person called the Blonde Brewer. Coolio showed up at their house because they're using snippets of his song in the background of their videos. So he showed up at their house to serve them a lawsuit. He said, if you allow me to stay here for a week, I'll rip up the lawsuit.
No way.
Yeah. So Coolio stayed at their house for a full week.
And did he drop the lawsuit?
Yeah.
Paige,
So-
no, it's not. No poop talk. I promise. If there's going to be poop talk, it's going to happen on Friday night.
Yeah, I'm actually
Not tonight.
looking forward to that show now that I know when that kind of stuff is going to go on. I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah, it should be quite. Dang, it's only a couple nights away. That's going to be good. Bam, are you ready to open up all the way with
Am I
whatever?
who?
Are you ready to open up with whatever comes your way on Friday night?
I told you, nothing's taboo. I'll talk about anything, whatever they want to know.
This is going to be fun.
Oh man,
From A to Z.
I'll hold you to that too.
like Amazon. Did you know that the Amazon logo? You know the word spelled out Amazon, and then you got the arrow pointing from the A to Z. Everything from A to Z, Amazon.
I don't think it was an arrow. I always thought it was a smiley face.
No, it's an arrow.
Is it
It's an
really?
arrow.
Huh.
Yep.
I'll have to look again.
Yeah, it's actually a double-sided arrow, but
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, I always thought it was a smiley face. Like, here we go. Because you bought something, so you're happy.
But Page Smart, trillion for what? Trillion, according to estimates right now, and the models at Fox and other places, they're talking 3 trillion metric tons worth of debris for the hurricane.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for these people. There was a dude. I mean, some people are taking it. They know they got insurance. They know they're going to be covered. They know it's going to be a complete loss. So, freaking dude is swimming in his garage. There's like so much water in there. It's almost to the ceiling. He's just swimming around in there, like having a good time. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, when you told me that, I wasn't too shocked. I mean, I'd probably be doing the same thing if I was him.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
But
I can't even imagine when they said this was gonna be like Katrina, of 2005,
they're saying that
4, 5.
Katrina and the waves.
this they're projecting will actually be more. There's more damage from this storm than Katrina, is what they're projecting.
More damage. Well, yeah, it's covering almost the entire freaking state.
It's still going to be a Cat 2 by the time it hits the other coast, is what they're saying.
Yeah, didn't it get de-escalated?
It's probably, yeah, it went from a Cat 4 down to a Cat 2. So, but yeah, I feel sorry for a lot of the people that live in the center of Florida because they are not in a flood zone. They don't have flood insurance. A lot of them won't have flood insurance.
So, I think if you're in Florida, you live in Florida, you got to have flood insurance, period.
Yeah.
I mean, and act of God insurance and everything else.
Yeah, flood insurance, hurricane insurance, or what do they call that? Wind for your attic. It's just like it's a FEMA disaster.
Yeah. Funny you should bring up FEMA because I was watching Fox earlier this morning, and FEMA came on when Ron DeSantis was on talking about everything that's going to be needed and yada yada yada. FEMA came on and says, "Well, this is what we're going to do." And before FEMA came on, they were introduced as this is FEMA, the same FEMA that are the same group that helped with COVID-19, and the first words out of my mouth were, "You're fact." You're fact. So not everybody can get. Dee says, like I said, Manny, some insurance does not cover that. And I know if you got a certain kind of house or live in a certain kind of place, you're not going to get flood insurance. Yeah. And if it's especially an area that's been known to flood, they don't even offer flood insurance anymore in that area.
See, that's when it's time to move. One of these Ians or Katrinas, I'm done. I'm gone further.
You gonna move up to South Dakota?
I don't know about that far, but
come on, Sioux Falls is just 90 miles south of here.
I know, right? We haven't had a direct hit here in Brownsville for a long time, and we keep getting these close calls.
Well, and Tampa hasn't had a direct hit in what they say, like 100 years.
2005.
What was it? Took a direct hit 2005.
Yeah.
Katrina.
They, according to what Fox and other places were saying, 2005, and before that it wasn't since 60 something.
What's up, Chris?
It's longer than that.
Oh, it looks like my green screen's kind of.
Oh man, who said this? There's video of a shark in the streets. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Sharknado.
And I know it happens. I mean, you got to think like when the tsunami. Remember when the tsunami and over there in Phuket. Yeah, Phuket.
Phuket.
And the water went out. The lake, the ocean bed became dry, and everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then a few minutes later, it came back, and everything came onto the street. There were sharks and fish, and it was weird.
Yeah. So, just so you know, Mickey is my moderator on my page.
What's up, Mick?
So, yeah, she's like, saw the video. It was from ABC, I think.
Oh, the shark?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to see this thing.
So, Mickey, if you have that video or if you know where to get it, send it to me. So
Yeah, I got to find that. Florida warns alligators, snakes, bears will emerge during Hurricane Ian. Bears? What is it? Bears too?
shoot it to me by email so I can forward it on to Manny.
If you want, you can shoot her the link and have her share it on here.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah, I can. She can shoot it to me, and then I can just share it. If you want?
Lions and tigers and bears. I know it sounds
Oh,
like
my.
a freaking child's. What do you call those? A fable? Now, okay. So I'm watching all these boats that are tied up at a pier, and they're just.
Making you seasick just watching them.
It's like those things are screwed. They're going to be a total loss.
Did you see some of the airplanes?
Oh, no, not even.
Yeah, it was, well, not like commercial. They were all privately owned, but all kinds of Cessnas. I mean, they were just twisted up into tiny little balls of tin. Looked like tinfoil.
Oh, man. But if you got a boat, what can you do if you got a boat and you don't have, even if you have like a warehouse storage, that warehouse isn't going to get blown away.
Well, your boat, at least you'll be able to float it out to the ocean after it's done.
That's what I mean. What do you do? Where do you?
I mean, the only way to get your boat out of there is hop on your boat and take it up north or something. Take it to the other side of the Gulf.
This hurricane's supposed to go north, up north, and then northeast, I think.
Well, take it to the other side of the Gulf. Go over to New Orleans.
Okay, so Mickey just sent that to me, so I'll pull it up on.
Okay, cool. Let's check that out. That's.
Sorry, guys, my background is not very professional.
Don't even worry about it.
Dude, are those dirty boxers I see?
Dirty boxers.
Is that your underwear back there behind you? Those are blankets, Bam. Those are blankets. There was a TikTok where a guy put his car in the living room.
Why?
All right, I see it there. Can you add it? Or I got to add it from my end.
You have to add it.
Okay. Let me kill this lovely music.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Here we go. Look at this thing.
Is it really in a road, though?
Yeah, that's a road.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's only a little baby shark.
Yeah, but a shark is a shark.
Well, that's true.
And the water looks a little like it's not that deep.
No,
it looks like he's struggling.
The water in that area. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this. But the water in that area where that video was captured, that was prior to that storm actually getting completely there.
Even before, that's weird. I mean, it looked like there's not enough water in there.
Yeah,
like it's just getting flooded, and he's struggling to find some deeper water, right?
Yeah. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a bad couple days for Orlando. It's supposed to get hit about 7 a.m. tomorrow, so we will start our coverage about 6:30 tomorrow.
So what's your take on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle?
My take?
Does anybody care, really?
No.
I put up an article earlier today how he got demoted in the hierarchy of the royal family down to the very bottom or near the bottom because he doesn't show interest or he's got no interest. I mean, from what I understand, he's got no interest.
Well, he's nowhere even close to being in line. So before the Queen died, people said, well, he's fourth in line for the throne. In reality, all of them would have had to be wiped out including his brother William.
Yeah.
The whole family would have had been wiped out in order for him to even have a chance at royalty, at ascending the throne. So does he really give a crap? No.
So my question is, this is my thing, because from what I hear, she's a piece of work.
Who, Megan?
Right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Have you listened to her speak?
Mm-hmm. Not a fan. I think he's this is Megan holding his nuts right here like this. And
yeah, she definitely wears the pants in the relationship.
And I think the dude totally wussed out and he's afraid of her. I think she forced her way into that family, expecting a different result, not what's happening right now.
And now they're getting ready to make millions upon millions of dollars with her book deal. And supposedly, according to people that know things inside of Netflix, they're going to be doing their own reality show.
Now, that's true too, Gymnast Girl. I don't blame him for leaving, ever since his mom died and the way they felt about her, they didn't treat her very well either. So I don't think it's not a thing about race. I just think they like a certain kind of woman for their men.
Well, I don't know. It kind of seemed the British news seemed to make it about race because it's like, oh, well, what color's the baby?
Yeah, I know, but they didn't like Princess Diana either.
The Queen hated Princess Diana.
Yeah,
because she could not be controlled, kind of like Donald Trump.
And there was no other color involved with her. She was just like them, except she came from a very humble home, a humble background. So
yeah, the whole thing.
That whole conspiracy. Did they kill Diana?
I say they did. I say the Queen was behind it.
But see,
I don't have any doubts.
You think they did too?
You look at the video of the car accident. There was no skid marks on the car at all.
Okay, right. So you're saying that he deliberately made the movement so that back of the limo would crash and get smashed by that center divider of the bridge.
Yeah, because there was no skid marks.
Didn't he die too, though, the driver? I thought he did.
I can't remember, but so if it was truly an accident and he was truly out of control, you would have seen the brake be applied prior to that. There's no skid marks. There's none of that.
Oh, see, he did die. Dodi Fayed, which was Diana's boyfriend or partner at the time, Henry Paul, the driver, and Lady Diana were all pronounced dead at the scene. Well, she wasn't pronounced dead at the scene. She was pronounced dead later at the hospital.
That's right. I forgot that Prince, what's his nuts, was dating Camilla at the time.
That too. That's right. So, and Dodi Fayed, they've got his father has a movie company. I've seen his name on different things over the years. So if the driver was in on it, I mean, he died too. So that's not a good deal for him.
Phony baloney. It was planned. She even said in an interview that she would die by car accident.
They told her how they was going to get rid of her. A car accident.
I mean, what better way to take somebody out than have a crash that's live streamed?
But it wasn't live streamed. There was no internet like this. I mean, it was internet, but
covered by news media.
Well, the one thing that doesn't make any sense is they were driving fast to escape the paparazzi. Okay, well, wherever they went, whenever they went throughout the world, the paparazzi was always follow them. Why on this particular day did they decide to be erratically following them?
yeah, because she had just started dating Dodi Fayed.
It doesn't matter, but throughout all these other times, paparazzi never acted this crazy. Why today or that day did they act that freaking crazy? See, something doesn't add up. I think it was.
So you think it's an inside job? You really
Yeah,
do?
I do.
No, I don't see it. If they wanted to, I don't know. I don't see. Then again, anything's possible, right?
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I love when you get into these kind of topics. I absolutely love getting into these topics. I don't discuss them on my own show, of course, but I'm definitely dig it.
the other thing here, well, let's see. Man, a lot of sports news, a lot of good stuff happening in baseball. I know you guys don't like baseball that much, but
Don't give a rat's ass about it.
Manny, you think you think I'm like athletically inclined at all? You've met me personally. Do you think I'm athletically inclined?
all right. Well, no, just because you're not, it doesn't mean you wouldn't like to watch it. I played football, I played baseball and football, and I don't know, maybe that's why I love it. I grew up in Chicago was a sports, like old school sports town. Everybody loved their baseball, football, and I was just lucky like that. You had to root for the Cubs. Go Cubs.
Didn't have to root for them.
Yeah, you did. And the Bears.
There's the White Sox.
The White Sox. Yeah.
There's the Brewers just north of them.
There was a sticker. Yeah, but the Brewers used to be in the American League. There was a sticker that somebody made up. It's on Amazon. It says Chicago Sports Legends. It's got the Cubs, the Bulls, the Bears, and the Blackhawks. No mention of the Chicago White Sox. Why? Because the White Sox are the pariah of baseball, of Chicago baseball. They won the World Series a few years ago and nobody cared. They actually won the World Series and nobody's like, eh.
And Minerva, I have a conservative newscast, Patriot News Network on Facebook.
Yeah. Patriot News Network. I was a part of that for a little while, and then Shane got busy doing other stuff with his life, so it kind of separated. But we'll get that going back together again. If you fall under that, whatever you want to call it, it's not for everybody.
Like I said, I'm a conservative commentator. It's definitely gonna be a more conservative based show. So
yeah. So anyway, I didn't have a whole lot planned for today. I don't know if you guys anything else you want to bring up. I don't want to talk the whole night about the hurricane.
yeah.
I'd rather wait till tomorrow and see what the coverage is and talk of damage and all that stuff, And then a lot of it I want to save for the Friday night show when Bam spills his guts.
Well, I don't know about spilling my guts. I just told you, nothing's off topic.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
I hope you guys are thinking of stuff to ask him because it should be quite interesting. Have your wine ready?
What
was that?
It's going to be an interesting night. I have to get to bed early that night, but I will set my alarm to wake up for that show.
I am going to have an extremely long day that day.
Are you going to take a nap before that? You're going to have to.
I'm gonna attempt to. Queso, I love queso. I mean, who doesn't love queso, right? Anyway, so I was supposed to be off that day, but I picked up extra work, so I am working that day to pick up an extra day's pay. So I'm getting double pay, or double time, and then I have a field trip on top of it that starts at 3 p.m. and is supposed to go until 10 p.m.
Oh, damn.
So
That's at Mickey. That's Friday night at midnight.
Midnight Central Time, Mickey.
Correct.
You're on
Central
the
time.
West Coast, so that is 10 o'clock your time.
So I'm gonna. Well,
We should have made it. We should have made it at 2
You want to
a.m.
type it in the comments so people can actually see it?
Hey, Bam, we should have made it at 2 a.m. You know that?
What are you trying to do? Fucking kill me? I mean, Jesus Christ, midnight's bad enough. Dee Dee says that's going to be 1 o'clock for her. Yeah, think of the poor people on the East Coast. If you did it at 2, that'd be 3 a.m.
All right. Okay, it's a weekend. Hopefully nobody's working early morning on Saturday. It'll be totally worth it. Ileana, she knows. She knows. I don't like queso.
I love queso. Queso's the best.
I don't like cheese. And that queso is not real cheese, especially that stuff.
I know it's Velveeta. That's just not cheese.
Yeah, no, it's not. Velveeta is just like the government cheese.
No,
when I was a kid, I've had before.
Take that back.
No.
The government cheese, if you ever had true government cheese.
When I was a kid, I did.
The best cheese in the fucking world. And it was not Velveeta.
Government cheese?
Yes.
Are you freaking crazy?
Well, then we had better government cheese in my neck of the woods than you did.
Government cheese was the greatest. Said no one ever.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Dude. That's terrible.
For you young kids, and I'm assuming there's a lot of them out there, but there's quite a few of them in here that's my age. Back in the day, in the 70s, early 70s, there used to be government cheese lines where you would go and they'd give you a block of cheese.
Yeah. And it was like a block, like this.
Yeah,
big.
I mean, it was a good 2.5 pounds of cheese. I mean, it was good cheese. And I think they'd even give you, I don't remember getting anything else but cheese. But I think they may have given you milk and some other things. But I remember the cheese because it was so freaking good. And they would do that once a month. It was kind of like the beginning of food stamps.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Ready for what?
There's your block of government cheese right there.
Oh, I remember those.
Remember that?
So good. Yes. It was so good. But it was not Velveeta cheese. This shit was real cheese.
No. So we would have to run these through the grater 3 times. Make grated cheese.
You know
See,
what?
even Nicole says it was the best cheese.
I don't know where my mom would get this, but she would get this. And I'd make grilled cheese sandwiches like for a month. And then I couldn't take a dump for like 6 weeks. I was like totally
So it
plugged
did
up,
its job
blocked
then.
up.
It did its job. Cheese will
Constipation.
back you up like there's no tomorrow.
Constipation. Nasty.
Unless if you have me lactose intolerant. Look out.
Which I am.
Oh my goodness. That's how it came. It came
Oh yeah.
like this right here.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like Velveeta, but it did not taste like it. It was real cheese.
The thing was like, it had to be at least a foot long, maybe 14 inches.
It was.
See, even Proud Army Wife says it was the best cheese. Your mom must have gotten the wrong cheese line.
Manny, I tend to agree with them. It was good cheese.
I
Slightly,
don't
you
know.
needed to grate it quite a bit, but
I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. Maybe I got sick of it because I had too much of that cheese. That could be it, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it was
yeah,
free.
well,
So, I
that's
mean,
true.
And then, okay, I remember this one time
at band camp,
there was a supermarket called A&P.
I remember them.
Remember A&P? I don't know if they're around anymore.
I don't think they are.
A&P became National. That's another food chain. National went out of business, right? So what did they do? Oh no, maybe it wasn't, either the freezers went bad or something. They threw out all the frozen pizza. I mean, threw it out in the dumpster in the back of the store. So my mom says, "Come here, you're gonna help me after school." And we had these little grocery shopping cart. We went 2 blocks to that National, opened up the dumpster, and there were hundreds and hundreds of frozen pizzas. And they
weren't frozen at that point.
They were still frozen.
Oh, they were.
Yeah. Somebody tipped her off and said, "Hey, they're gonna throw away all this stuff." It was Mama Celeste, and I forgot the other brand, but Mama Celeste, I remember. So what does my mom do? She has me go dumpster diving, take the pizza, put her in the shopping cart. I don't know. We had 50 pizzas. We're walking home and I'm pushing the shopping cart. And then we're trying to figure out where to put all this frozen pizza because we don't have a freezer big enough to put 50 frozen pizzas in.
So did you invite all the?
So did you give them the homosexuals?
So everybody got pizza. Our tenants got pizza. Yeah, we had tenants on our 3rd floor. There was a gay couple, but they were hostile gays.
Not like today's new gays.
Oh no! I mean, overall, they were all cool, but these guys were hostile. They wanted something updated. My mom said no because she didn't charge them enough rent. So disagreed. Told them they had to move. You know what they did? They had a scat party. You know what a scat party is?
Yes. You told me this story.
Yeah, they had a scat party. They smeared poop and piss all over the walls, on the carpet, on the floor, not carpeting, on the hardwood floor, everywhere. And guess who had to clean it up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did your mom give you the deposit or the security deposit?
She gave me shit. She gave me a frozen fucking pizza.
You're right. She did give you shit. A whole house full of it.
You walked into that one.
Yeah, I did. Literally did.
But I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm probably the youngest person here.
Yeah, pretty sure you are.
Yeah.
Because
how old are you?
32 years old.
Oh,
I'm surprised you even remember government cheese because I think they phased it out in 70.
Not in South Dakota, they didn't.
75.
Probably
South Dakota, they didn't.
Probably because it caused cancer.
They phased it. the last time government cheese was served in South Dakota, it was in 2004.
Oh no shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ever since that day when they moved out, I don't know how they did it because they still had their stuff in there. But ever since that day, for like 3 months afterward, I hated the gay people. I hated freaking gay people.
That explains why you weren't so warm to me, asshole. Asshole.
I hated gays for 3 months after that. The fact that somebody could smear the walls with poop and pee everywhere, like on purpose, you know?
Well, they were just having fun, Manny.
But I didn't hate him for long because everybody else was cool. Everybody else was normal.
Bam. In order to get it, you have to go to Louisiana.
To get what? Government cheese?
Yep.
See, I thought it died in the 70s. I guess that's when my parents just quit to go getting it. The government cheese program ended in the 90s.
Yeah, if somebody's got too much diarrhea and you need to be constipated a little bit, eat some government cheese. That'll take care of that problem real quick.
Or there's a place up here. It's called Agripier. You get some of the freshest cheese right out of the plant. That'll plug you up too. Used to work there.
All right. I think we need
Fresh
to.
right out of the vat cheese.
I think we need to quit talking about poop.
That's cheese.
Poop with cheese.
Otherwise, we're going to be prescribing laxative.
Speaking of laxative, so I'm at Friday night Bible study with the teenagers. Right, we get to the church and in the meeting room, and there was a
Did you get
table.
to church on time?
I got there on time.
Okay.
There's a table full of cookies, a plate full of cookies, a big platter.
Church cookies, they are the best. Why?
Oh,
Because
man.
they're free.
Yeah, there was chocolate on them and stuff. So what did the pastor tell us? All
Don't
right,
touch cookies.
I'm going to go downstairs and pick up a few things. Nobody touched the cookies yet. Don't touch them.
Don't eat the cookies.
He leaves. What does everybody do?
They go eat the cookies.
Eat the cookies. So he gets back, and there's noticeably less cookies there. So he says, I see you guys didn't listen. I asked you not to do the cookies. We're going to get milk later, and we're going to talk about something. And then he told us that, I said not to eat the cookies because some of them were had X-Lax on them. Chocolate X-Lax. You could eat X-Lax it was like a candy bar.
Well, yeah, back in the day, it was a candy bar.
Yeah, chocolate.
So that's actually a prescription grade X-Lax now.
Very chalky chocolate.
Yeah, you can get
well,
that
it was X-Lax, and we thought it was chocolate, and some of us ate it. And I don't think there was enough X-Lax on there to do anything because I don't remember if it did anything or not. But that was a lesson learned.
Mm-hmm. Or he could have just been lying to you.
He could have been. So since I was caught, I quit stealing. For that week. And then after that, I continued my evil ways. But it's similar to the story of, what is it? The middle school. The girls in the girls' bathroom, they're kissing the mirror. And they're kissing the mirror, putting all their lipstick and gloss or whatever, right? It's all over the mirror. And the dude's got to come afterwards at the end of the day, and he's got a special cleaners to clean it up and scrub hard, and it's a pain in the ass.
That would be called the custodian. Not the dude. Not the
janitor, whatever. So he gets together with the teacher and says, bring the girls in here because I'm going to tell them not to do that because this is how I clean them. This is how I clean the mirror. Every day after you guys kiss, put your lips on the mirror. This is what I got to do to clean it. So he takes his mop and, he sprays the mirror with something. And then he takes the mop and he goes, this is what I do. I have to struggle to clean the mirror, right? He goes to the toilet. He dumps the mop into toilet water. And then he scrubs the mirror with the toilet water mop. And you should see the girls getting gross, getting sick to their stomach, and
None of them ever kissed that mirror again.
None of them ever did.
Bonnie Erickson. Hunker down, stay safe.
Hurricane just hit the lights out of my. Oh no! Hurricane just hit the freaking lights out. Oh my god, my power is going off for days. I hope it's not for days because I saw all those trucks. DeSantis has 40,000 people.
There's 47,000
Yeah.
people in there. A couple of my friends are down there already.
Power.
And Bonnie, as much as we love having you with us, you might want to conserve your battery.
Focus on your family.
Yeah, Bonnie, don't
focus on staying safe.
Save your battery, man. Hope you got enough battery power.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I hate all this.
Yeah, if you're on your cell phone, get off your cell phone, save your battery for more important things.
Hopefully we're charged up.
And yeah, there's
but the thing is, how they can't even restore power when you got 8 feet of water out in the street. How do you restore power?
They're
Well, electricity
they're
loves
cutting
water.
lines that have those ones that were exploding.
Yeah.
They're cutting the power to those to try to save what transformers are there.
Oh man.
Otherwise,
Electricity loves water.
if you figure in a town the size of Fort Myer, there's probably about 4,000 transformers. You get a surge on one, and it's just like a domino effect. They just start popping.
I feel bad because anybody who's there in the middle of this, you're not going to have power at least for a few days.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you should have like
stay safe.
do I have it close by? I have this little thing I bought 3-4 years ago. It's a cell phone charger and a flashlight, but it charges itself by solar. And then you can charge your cell phone and you still have a flashlight. But I thought I had it close over here by me, but I must have moved it someplace.
Hey, Ella, welcome.
I don't know who the
See you
Facebook
live,
user
finally.
is. I don't see you probably do. There's
The
a
what?
church in Fort Myer doing updates. That'd be interesting to have a link to.
The other guy doing updates is the what's that news show? Agenda Free TV. Oh, he's not on right now. Oh, yes, he is. Here we go. I'll see if there's maybe show a little bit of this for a minute.
And Bam, I'm loving the background.
Hmm?
Now that you have a decent computer, your green
Oh, yeah.
screen is amazing.
Yes, I know. I love this computer. And once
You
again,
know,
if
I
you
would've
donated
known-
to my computer fund, thank you. I love the computer. Now that I'm starting to figure out how to work the darn thing.
And if I would have known, Manny or Bam, before I found out about it. Look,
Sorry for.
I literally
Oh.
Probably just do this.
this is the exact same computer. I
Yeah.
would sent this to
I
you.
got it.
Really?
We'll fix it after.
I didn't know about it until literally
okay,
you had
let's
raised
look-
pretty much all the money.
Bummer. Well, that's all right. You got a brand new one with
Yeah,
a
we
warranty and
have-
everything.
it's now
So
10:58. So in like the next 2 minutes, this is gonna update.
So let's see. Yeah, 958, 1058 in Florida. Now it's a category 2, so it
Tracks.
considerably lost a lot of power.
I'm showing a 1
By
right
the way, a
now.
quick thank you
But it's
to,
still
Carol
pounding.
Campbell for
I
being a
mean,
member,
the
and
rain
Miss
itself,
Kiwi
it's
for
a
gifting
slow-moving
the
storm now.
Nicole Wilson for
It's
gifting
slowed down,
the memberships. Thank you,
so it's
Nicole
dumping a
Wilson.
lot
And
more
all the
rain.
YouTube members as well. I appreciate it, YouTube members. Thank you. Refresh.
Turning him off for a second. Hey guys, I got everything. I got a portable AC unit. I got a generator. I got ice, gallons of water, plenty of food, kerosene lamps, flashlights. The list goes on and on. I lived 48 years in Florida. Not my first rodeo. Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
It
Right
does
now-
everybody though? Does everyone though? You know?
Right now, the eye of the hurricane looks like it's just northwest of Lake Placid, according to my radar on my phone.
Lake Placid.
Lake Placid.
Isn't that New York?
No, it's a lake in Florida.
Is there a Lake Placid, Florida?
I don't know if it's a city or an actual name of a lake, but it's Lake Placid, just north of that. Let's see if I can zoom in any closer to find an actual name of where the eye is.
Wasn't Lake Placid a movie about an alligator too?
Yeah.
So breaking news,
Like a giant alligator or something like that? Lake Placid.
Manny,
Yeah.
this is just breaking. Ian has been downgraded to a Cat 1 hurricane with
That's what
sustained
Bam
winds of 92 mile an hour.
All right. So Bam called it. Category 1. So I was wondering, okay, so they ordered the mandatory evacuation of 2.5 million people, right? Or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
of which they cannot force you to leave, I found out. They
Well,
can
they
call it a
can't.
mandatory evacuation, but they cannot force you to leave.
Right. But still, where the hell are 2.5 million people going to go all at the same time?
Well, they talk about rush hour traffic, and they're all a bunch of blue hairs. So it looks like the eye of the storm is in Sebring, Florida.
What the hell's a blue hair?
Old person.
Why is it blue hair?
Okay,
Man,
that's
I
what we
can't
call
even see your
them in
face.
Florida, blue hair, because they come down, they retire, they move to Florida, they go out and get your hair tinted blue every 2 weeks.
Blue hair.
Yeah, blue hair.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
a tenth of the old ladies getting put in their hair every 2 or 3 weeks.
Old
When
ladies
they go to the parlor to have their hair set.
old ladies put blue in their hair?
Yes, it's a blue rent. See, Kate knows, and she lives in Australia.
Where the hell have I been? I never heard of blue hair. Except for the freaking screaming liberals, but besides that, I haven't heard of blue hair. So gray, it looks blue because of shampoo. Old ladies dye their okay. Why do people dye their hair blue? Why do old people dye their hair blue?
It's a rinse. It is for gray hair. It makes it, I don't know, it gives it more of a silvery sheen, I guess.
Mickey would probably know a little bit about it. Sorry,
Why
Mickey,
would
if I outed you.
If you have white hair or gray hair, is a purple shampoo, and if you use too much, your hair is a tinge of blue hair. Wow, I had no idea.
See, Kate says blue's better than gray. Well, any color's better than gray, be honest with you.
Blue hair. I'm looking for blue hair. Oh, I see a little bit of tint. I don't know. I guess.
And for
The
all the
blue-
years you worked in the airline industry, you never seen a little old lady with blue hair.
I can't say I have,
Oh, sweet Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
because I wouldn't think a little old lady would have blue in her hair or whatever. D says
Oh, what
blue,
it is,
the blue is not on purpose.
what it is you're not attracted to older women, so you just didn't look that hard. That's what it is.
That must be it. That must be it.
Got to be it.
Must be. Bam must love it. Everyone's dyeing their hair blue. Is your hair blue?
I thought about making mine purple, but then I'd have to really hear it from my uncle when I seen him. So I opted not to.
Oh boy.
But then again, I don't think I'd look good with purple hair.
I had a teacher out of school. We never knew what color her hair was going to be. She was very old. We never knew what color her hair was going to be.
Why did she color it all the time, D?
In Jersey, we refer to them as blue hats and bonnets.
See, it's a thing, Manny. It's a thing.
Man, where the hell have I been? I guess
Go
I haven't
to
been.
the bathroom.
I have been to Florida enough. I guess.
Well, you need to
I
get.
don't
over
know.
there
I
and
never.
visit your kids.
I mean, I know it's a rule. I know it's a law that old people have to move to Florida. I know that. I know that's a law.
And the majority of them are from New York.
From anywhere cold.
Yeah.
New York, Chicago, Wisconsin, Michigan, North Dakota.
Jessica says I rocked a V. Why not blue? Well, I'll tell you why not blue, Jessica.
And we have winter Texans here. I just never noticed blue hair.
See, blue is not my favorite color. Why, you might ask? Because growing up, I had this parental unit. It was a mother. And it was her favorite color. And growing up, she had every room in the house blue, every carpet blue. Every commode we ever personally owned was blue. The bathtub was blue. Not only were the walls blue, but the ceilings were blue. Literally every room in the house was blue. Every car she ever bought, blue. I am so sick of fucking blue.
But Manny, I'd love to stay on the rest of the night, but I'm gonna have to wrap my up for the night.
That's cool. Well, thanks for jumping on for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I appreciated you letting me coming on, and thank you guys for allowing it.
Yeah, no
We'll
worries,
talk.
mate.
We'll talk tomorrow, buddy.
Oh yeah, we'll talk soon.
All right. Have a good night, Shane. All right.
Night, man.
Night, Bam.
Yeah, so that's why I can't do blue.
This is fascinating to me.
What, blue?
Blue hair, old people with blue hair. Old people, what did I say? Mature adults with blue hair.
The hell is that thing?
Don't want to insult anybody.
Don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
We got our share of Crips, Bloods, Latin Kings, and Big Effing Crack. Where? I didn't know the Latin Kings were still around.
Neither did I, but we know crackheads are all around.
Crackheads, yes.
They're in every damn city in the world.
Okay, so I'm getting blue hair in pictures now.
Oh, people are sending you blue hairs.
Yes. Okay. But that's like, this is not like what everybody's talking about here, right?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Well, I can't show it because I don't know whose picture that is. I don't want to show her. I don't want to flash her photograph.
Blur out her face or black out her face and just show us the hair.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Latin Kings still around now?
Could be a Latin King mother. You don't know.
It's
Blue
my
hair with
boys.
black spikes.
In Chicago, it was the Latin Kings and the PR Stones. PR Puerto Rican Stones.
Yeah.
And I didn't fit in nicely with the PR part because I wasn't PR.
No, you weren't.
So Latin Kings, it was. And they got ugly for a while. You know, we didn't know. It was such a touchy thing. If you wore certain colors, you can get your ass kicked if you were in a
Yeah,
neighborhood.
that was the 70s and 80s. You got to watch out what colors you actually wore and how you wore them, because you could be representing gang colors and not even know it.
Yeah. I mean, like you could wear innocent. Even if you were wearing Pittsburgh Pirates baseball team, their jerseys were gold and black, and if you wore that, they would like assume you were, the Latin Kings or whatever color. Then there was green and black, and it's like it got ridiculous. It's like obviously Dorco over there is not in the gang; he's just wearing a black and green sweater, but they would go after him. This whole gang thing was, I don't know. I think it's. I get the concept of it. But it's the whole organized crime part of it. It's like, come on.
Wow, look at his ears. I think somebody's been tugging on those ears a little much.
Yeah, they are red, right? This ear, his left ear is really red.
Yep. I think maybe his husband got a hold of those ears.
His husband? Are you assuming his?
Why else would he have red ears like that? I mean, women don't grab guys' ears and
They don't?
not in the way I'm thinking.
I wonder if he can fly, somebody said. Yeah, messenger to my personal messenger. Okay, all right, she did that. Okay, let me show you some. I think she's okay with sharing these photos. 3, 2, 3. All right. Let's get this guy off here for a minute.
Yeah, Mr. Ears.
Yeah.
Well, there's some hair for you. Kind of looks like a little Christmassy. Red and green, red and green, red and green.
Ah, freaking lost it. Let me try this again. Let me do this. But this isn't like damn it, why is this so difficult? Bam, tap dance.
Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves a minute when we have technical difficulties over on his side. His side. There's technical difficulties over there. Over here, we know what we got.
Did you say testicle difficulties?
I did. So go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, hold on.
Oy vey. So Friday is supposed to be Hocus Pocus 2 Day. Of which, if you stream Disney or pay for Disney Plus, you get to stream it and you'll get to watch it. The rest of us in the world who don't pay for Disney, well, we have to wait till it comes out on TV. But then again, I don't know how I feel about Bette Midler anymore. I mean, I used to like her a lot.
Yeah.
Great singing voice. Phenomenal actress. Funny. But, she's just gotten too political. And my thing is with politics, I get how you want your fans to sway. I get it. But, stay in your damn lane. If you don't know what you're talking about, just stick with what you know. Like Cardi B, she should never went out to acting and singing. She knows stripper pole. Stick with what you know, Cardi.
Well, I don't know. Anybody said she was a singer, but
She's a rapper.
yeah.
But yeah, Cardi, stick with what you know.
And has she done acting?
She done one movie with J-Lo.
Oh, she was in that movie, Hustlers?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, let me try this again.
It was all about her life, that movie.
Cardi B's life.
Yeah.
All right. Now
Look at that hair.
But this isn't the result of what you were talking about.
No, this
Right?
is purposely done. It looks like I'm assuming this is. We have purple, we have blue. I see green and yellow. I'm assuming this is a rainbow hairdo.
I mean, but it looks cool. I'm just saying it's not what you guys are talking about.
Right. The rainbow hairdos do actually look cool if they're done right. But yeah, I mean, just what I'm talking about is just a blue tint, and it's a wash. There we have a little teal, and it looks like purple on the tips. Maybe black on the top. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so we get it. But I mean, it looks cool. But it's not the natural whatever that wash you guys are talking about. So it's a tint to get gray out of your hair, but it tints your hair blue. Is that what it is?
Well, it's a very subtle tint. I mean, it's not like in your face blue.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I have no freaking idea. I'm lost.
It's something your grandmother would have done. Well, maybe not because you're Hispanic. Or grandma was Hispanic. I think it's something that Americans did. I don't think Hispanics did blue washes or blue tints to their hair.
So are you saying that white people only tint their hair like that?
White old ladies, yeah. Old
Angry,
white ladies.
Angry white old ladies?
Yeah, Vanessa would have a heyday with them. What are you talking about? You're white. You're old. You have blue hair. Shut up. You don't know anything.
I was disappointed. She didn't post any video today. I thought I was going to maybe show a little bit of the VT Chronicles, but no, nothing. Nothing at all. So, anyway, I think that's all I got for tonight, buddy.
Anywho, give up food, don't pollute.
But you know what looks cool, though? I know they call it salt and pepper hair. And some women...
And men.
I guess. But I'm talking about women. I've seen it in Chicago. When I was there years and years ago. I think I dig the salt and pepper hair. I dig it. And now you got younger women that are doing intentional, like what do they call it, silver hair or something?
Silver fox.
Purple shampoo does give you a tint for a few washes to make it grayish. The blue shampoo makes it blonder. I don't know how you guys deal with your hair, all this stuff. That's why I like to keep it short, easy.
You don't have any hair.
I do. I just cut it short because it's always 800 degrees here every day in South Texas. And I'm not going to have long freaking hair. Sweat too much. So, anyway, Bam, any parting words?
Until Friday. Unpleasant
so-
dreams.
So,
Oh, wait, that was Elvira. She did that.
I think we'll do tomorrow night. Where there will be a program tomorrow night.
You should reach out to Elvira and see if we can't get her on the show.
Oh, what's her name? I know her real name. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But not for Friday night. Different night.
No, yeah, different night. God, what is her real name? It starts. God, what is it? I want to say Katrina. No.
Her real name is... I can't find it.
She has a store in West Hollywood.
Cassandra, yes, Cassandra Peterson.
Cassandra. That's it. I knew it started with a K. Or I guess
Damn,
that's a C.
You know, you look at her with the hair and the black hair and the makeup and and you look at her plain Jane. She's a redhead.
Blonde.
It looks nothing like each other. You couldn't tell that was her.
Yeah, makeup does wonders.
Interesting. All right, everybody, gonna call it a night. Have a great night. And people in Florida, be safe.
Jess.
I hope you're not inconvenienced for a long time, but be safe.
If you're able to actually lay down and get some rest and sleep, I hope it's not a real deep sleep, and I hope you can actually rest and relax to the best of your itabilities.
Yeah.
But can one really sleep when a hurricane is pounding on them?
Man, no, it'd be hard. Just nap when you can, and just, I don't know, whatever they tell you to do, that's what you got to do. Turn your radios on. Hopefully you got radios. Oof. Feel for you guys.
Yeah.
Be safe. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. And don't forget, Friday night at midnight, Bam. Ask
All
anything.
about moi.
Ask Bam anything. Oof. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies.
Share the links everywhere. I'm going to post it again tomorrow. And,
Do you know who said that?
Who said what?
Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies.
Sounds like a song. Stevie Nicks?
No.
No, that was Sweet Little Lies. No, that's right. Nope. Who said it?
Seriously, you don't know? Neil Diamond.
Love on the Rocks?
I believe so, yes.
Love on the Rocks, ain't no surprise. What did he say? Sing me a
Ask me no
song.
questions. I'll tell you no lies.
No, he didn't say. He said, "Sing me a song, and I'll tell you some lies."
He also said it in the movie. I know because it's one of my favorite movies.
The Jazz Singer.
Yes.
No,
Love
he
that
didn't say that. He didn't say that in the movie.
Are you sure?
Positive. I own it. I watch it
I do too.
20 times a year. I love
But
it.
you don't like musicals.
That's not a musical.
Oh, it's not.
Nope.
No, it is.
Nope.
It is.
It's not.
Uh,
Rent is a musical. All that
Rent
jazz
is a musical.
musical.
The Jazz Singer is a musical.
The original Jazz Singer with
Neil Diamond was the original Jazz Singer.
no, the Jazz Singer was an old black and white movie. The guy did blackface. Al Jolson? See, I know more about the Jazz Singer than you, buddy.
I don't know.
Let's see, the Jazz Singer, the original Jazz Singer, starring Al Jolson. Yep, 1927. And then in 80s, 80 or 82 is when they made the Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond.
Was the Jazz Singer a Broadway musical? Yes. It's a musical.
The play is a musical, but the movie is not a musical.
So is the movie.
It's not. It's different.
All right. Somebody give us your opinion. Is the Jazz Singer a musical? Is it not a musical? Who's right? Who's wrong?
Has anybody seen the movie The Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond? Oh, no. You got to do this. Has anybody seen it? Jazz Singer? Where the song I'm Coming to America and
That's
Love
a good
on the
song.
Rocks? Yep.
Hello again.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I got to listen. I haven't heard that song in a while. I'm going to have to listen to it. Anyway.
What, hello again?
Okay, so that means you would consider Purple Rain a musical.
Yeah,
See, it's not.
but it is.
The dude in Rent singing about his rent. Singing about his rent.
This
in
year's rent, last
in his
year's
apartment.
rent.
That's a musical.
Dee says Neil Diamond's not her jam. Kate, I know the songs, not the movie.
You know who else is in the movie? Lucy Arnaz. Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball's daughter.
Was she the one that
Plays the agent for him. Like
yeah, the home wrecker.
Yes, you could say that, yeah.
I offered him my body one night. Oh,
He
he
settled,
settled
for a pizza. See, I know. But there was a great scene in that movie when he storms off. He gets into a fight about boom, boom, boom. Remember the song? They want to change it?
Oh yeah.
And
Give me more boom, boom, boom.
He had a fight with his father, which is the actor Laurence Olivier. And he takes off in his car. Yes, he ripped his clothing, which means he considers somebody in the family dead because he had a child out of wedlock while he was still married with Rivka. Yes, I remember her name.
Rivka.
And then Neil Diamond goes off, gets on a Greyhound bus, takes off, ends up in Texas, it looks like. And he grows a full beard. And the song is playing, Songs of Life.
Yep. You guys, it is one of the most iconic movies.
Emotional.
Well, it's not really iconic. It's just so
Very emotional.
yeah. It's a very emotional movie. I mean, but then again, music is a very powerful tool. I've said this before. I mean, music is the one thing that can really change your mood in an instant.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about music. I really am. But this, I mean, his voice. I mean, he's got a phenomenal voice. Neil Diamond does.
Apple Music. I'm gonna see if it's even on here. Oh yeah, sure enough.
I mean, he has recorded, God, I don't know how many albums or songs over the years, but I mean,
Yeah, and then I mean the song "Hello."
hello again, hello. Now, see, Delhi legend, Manny doesn't like musicals, but he likes the jazz singer. So, according to Manny, it's not a musical. According to me, it's a musical.
Okay, so what I want to ask her is that I know it's not Delhi Legend, all right? So what is the with the name Legend? Day Legend, or something like that. So at some point, get in touch with me tomorrow because I just want to know. I want to say that properly. I know it's just a name. But yeah, I know we keep saying Delhi. I know it's not Delhi. Anyway, everyone have a great night.
Be. I mean, it could be they work in a deli and they're legendary in their deli.
Deli is DELI. That's not DELI. That's DEIL.
That is DEIL. Yeah.
So it's not Delhi.
Okay. Well, spelling is not my forte. We've gone over this.
But you didn't spell it. You just didn't read it right.
Okay, but when I see it, I see Deli.
Here you go. There you go. There's the explanation. You see it?
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt Intimidator, DEI, legend, and his race car is number 3.
Okay, so we have a NASCAR fan in the hizzy.
That explains it.
I've never referred to Dale Earnhardt. I always referred to everybody driving crazy as Mario Andretti. Never a Dale Earnhardt. What, you think you're Mario Andretti out there driving?
See, there was somebody else on here. Remember, like Moxie. It's like I want to know why she put some of these names. I want to know why you use them, and not if you're trying to cover your real name. For that purpose, I know that purpose. But why did you pick that particular name that you use? In the example, the RN who checks in once in a while, Moxie. Or here's another one, Gymnast girl.
Okay, maybe she's a gymnast.
Your gymnast, or your kid or gymnast or something like that?
Or wanted to be. Or maybe she's a gold medalist from 10 years ago.
Naya, I believe that's her name. LA is from Los Angeles, so LA, Naya. I get that. Names. Yes, I get the names. Not too many other profile names. Everybody's using their name. I'm assuming these are your real names. Anybody else? No, everybody's using a legit name, somewhat legit anyway.
Isabella. I've always liked that name, Isabella.
Isabel's in the house. Let's see, anybody else? Okay, so now you know what DEI, Dale Earnhardt.
Mm-hmm.
So we just call her Legend 3 or Legend. All right, I'm done. Everyone have a great night. Florida, hang in there.
Put a fork in him. He is done. Done.
Yeah, you can say that. And we'll check in tomorrow. We'll see how Florida's doing. Hopefully doing well, but I know it's going to keep going through there a little bit.
Kate Boop, huh? Or no, that doesn't say Kate. That says Gertie Boop.
Gertie Boop. I use my real name, but not my last name. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's her gaming name is Gertie Boop.
I use Acceler on everything else because I make aftermarket parts for fast toys. Alrighty. '80 was a stellar year for comedy movies. Oh, the '80s.
80 was phenomenal for a lot of things, especially music. I mean, because back in the 80s, late 70s to early 90s, you actually had to have talent to get a record contract and a record deal. Not
Look at
like
these
today.
movies. Look at these movies from 1980. Somewhere in Time, Xanadu, Urban Cowboy, Stir Crazy, 9 to 5.
Ah.
Any Which Way You Can. Seems Like Old Times. Dress to Kill. Ordinary People.
That was a good one.
Let's see, American Gigolo, Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong, they were some smoking fools.
The Bodyguard, which was made in my high school, Lakeview High School. They made that movie, My Bodyguard.
Whitney Houston. Oh my God, she was.
The Elephant Man. Al Pacino, remember he did that movie Cruising, where he went undercover as a gay man because they was looking for a murderer. That movie messed with his head too. It's an interesting story on that.
I'll never remember him playing a gay man.
Oh yeah, I mean we're talking black leather stuff, real hardcore.
What's
gay
the name
stuff.
of the movie?
Cruising.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I do remember that movie.
Yeah. The Big Brawl with Jackie Chan, The Octagon. Let's see, a lot of martial arts movies. Fist of Fear, The Shining, The Fog, Alligator, Maniac, Nightmare, The Blues Brothers,
Blues Brothers,
Star Wars, The Dogs of War, Flash
Cab
Gordon.
Calloway.
Oh my goodness. Private Benjamin.
Judy Benjamin.
Jekyll and Hyde, The Breaker Morant, The Last Song. Friday the 13th, the original. Little Darlings. Remember Little Darlings with Kelly McNichol and Tatum O'Neal?
Oh yeah.
Fame, the movie.
I love that movie.
Airplane, the movie.
Hang on, will I blow up the autopilot? And why did his blow tube has to be right where his penis was?
Right?
I mean, come on.
Caddyshack. The Final Countdown, one of my personal favorites.
That was
Not
a
a
good song,
favorite.
too.
Not a favorite of somebody on here. I know that for a fact. The Jazz Singer, 1980. The Hunter, Steve McQueen's last movie. I got to meet him in Chicago, my neighborhood, when he made that.
Yeah, that's when they pushed the car out the
Marina
corn
Towers,
cones.
Marina
Yeah.
City. Yeah, yep. A lot of good stuff. Go back and check out some '80s movies. You won't.
Amazing
be disappointed.
decade. Amazing decade.
Yeah, for sure. Holy crap, tons of stuff. Stir Crazy, still funny. I watched it.
Silver
months
Streak,
ago.
I think, came out in that era too.
Oh yeah, that's a train out of control, right, or something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
With Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor.
EV dirt bikes, really? That'd be cool to see that. We call airplane flying high. Yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen Stir Crazy, I played that clip a while back when they get sentenced to jail. Something they didn't commit.
Another
Robert
Gene
and-
Wilder and Richard Pryor movie.
Oh my goodness, so freaking
Yeah, we
funny.
bad. That's right. We bad. We bad.
I feel like playing it. I feel like playing a clip. I did last time. Did I play a clip?
Play a clip.
Stir Crazy. Already looked for a jail scene.
Where they're playing poker, strip poker.
Oh man, which part? Here, short little clip. Okay, let's do this. We'll close with this. Maybe this will entice you to want to see the whole movie. You can find it. I think it's on HBO. I think. All right. Stir Crazy, a couple of minutes, that's all. We'll keep it nice and short. This is after they just get sentenced. They're going to prison. First time ever. And Richard Pryor is telling him what he's got to do. And these are friends. There's a clip. It's like 5 minutes long, but I don't want to go crazy. If you get a chance, check out Stir Crazy. It's a funny movie. It's actually funny.
And if you like love, sappy movies, Jazz Singer's for you.
The Jazz Singer. Yeah.
It's a tearjerker.
Yeah, D knows it, right? Yeah, we bad. That's right. Yeah. It's freaking hilarious. All right. Everyone have a great night. Florida, hang in there. We'll check in with you tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully you're still going to be on the face of the earth. You're not going to be a washed up sand dune.
No, they'll still be there. A little
You know,
wet, but they'll be
Florida and California, those are two states where, I mean, Florida or California is going to fall off into the ocean. Florida's going to get swept away into the ocean.
Who goes first, California or Florida?
I think California does.
Yeah, I think a couple of earthquakes more and it's gone.
Yeah. Arizona be beachfront property.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right. Everyone have a great night. We will see you mañana. Everybody hang in there. Prayers to you all.
Just
You guys stay safe and dry if possible. And we'll check in with you tomorrow.
hasta luego.
All right. Good night, everybody.